Hey guys, what's going on, man? TJ back here again with the Millennial Mind podcast, and I have my friend Mike back here with us again for we're doing episode number 6. Episode 5 was with my buddy Ron last weekend. Very good episode. And like I said, I have Mike back. We're going to do a different type of podcast today. We're going to start off with some jokes. So I told him, we kind of got real personal and stuff with our last podcast, and I am very sorry about the audio that happened for that podcast. OBS was being really weird for some reason, and it just sounded, I did the best that I could in post to fix it in Adobe Premiere Pro, then went to the Adobe AI podcast and tried to get it rendered in AI, and it was crap, but fixed it. We sound good this time. There's going to be no backmasking. Biden was, like you said, backmasking on some of those videos.
Backwards, I don't know what.
Yeah. So there'll be none of that. We tested it. Audio is good. We recorded, a couple of videos. Audio is great.
Sound like robots.
Yeah, we don't sound like robots this time. It's nice, deep podcast sounds excellent. But man. So you want to get started? And so the bet is this, seeing how many times I can laugh, how many times he can laugh. Ironic thing, dude. Tell him how you got these cards. So ironic. Tell him.
So we were talking about how we're gonna do this podcast, this episode, and he had told me we're gonna do pretty much like dad jokes, and I'm like, man, it's like I don't have any dad jokes. So happened that yesterday, one of my homies, Santos, had a DJ gig up there in Fort Worth, 7th Street. Shout out Santos, you did great last night. By the way,
DJ.
Good DJ. He's pretty good. He's getting pretty good. So
not on your level, of course. I'm just playing. I was playing. Yeah. Just playing Santos. I'm just playing, bro. Just playing.
Nah, he's good.
Yeah, he's good DJ.
So we went to this secret venue, whatever. Anyways, it's me and him just chilling before it's set, and there's this vending machine where they have mystery bags and stuff like that, and so I was in my mind the whole night. I was like, man, I got to look for some dad jokes, got to get ready for the podcast. And I'm like, man, it's like, I get busy sometimes, and sometimes, I can't do a lot. We go to this vending machine, and, they got Pokemon cards and this and that. And all of a sudden, I kept my eye on one of them, and it's like, oh, snap. It's like, look what we have here. It's like dad jokes. So I'm like, boom, went ahead and bought the dad jokes. So I'm gonna read some of them here in this podcast.
Man, that's hilarious. Dude. I cannot believe it just out of the blue you found.
It was just like, hey.
You found a dad joke stack of cards just to add there. So what I'm actually going to use ChatGPT version 4.
Oh, nice.
GTP 4, and I'm gonna see how good this is gonna. He's gonna make some dad jokes.
It's gonna generate some jokes. That's cool.
Yeah. So it's gonna probably search the net and see. So I'm gonna put on here
and see how funny it is.
I'll put on here. Give me the best 30 dad jokes you can think of, and we'll just move from there. See what the ChatGPT does. And okay, it's giving it's pretty much writing them out right now, dude. So we're gonna see. It does, but it's just writing them up.
Wow, that's crazy, man. This AI stuff is just too.
I'm telling you, man, that thing is crazy. Just literally give me the best 30 dad jokes you can think of, and here it is, right here.
I think they're probably gonna be better than mine. I don't know.
I don't know, man. Some of those cards, they're actually pretty good. They are really good.
We'll see.
Yeah, let's see. Okay, here we go. I got 30. All right. So the bet is we'll do...
Man, I'm going to lose.
I don't know. I'm probably going to lose. I laugh pretty easily. We'll keep tally, and let's see who buys dinner. Because I don't drink no more. I would say drinks. I'll buy you a drink if you win. You buy me dinner. All right, be a date. It'll make my wife jealous. Good looking man. Oh, and he's Mexican.
Yeah.
I don't date Mexicans, but I'll go.
All right. Hey, you already lost, man.
I guess so. Yeah, I guess I'll leave some trick.
No, we won't count that one.
All right.
Man, this is going to be hard.
Oh, man. Okay.
All right.
All right, so don't let me see the cards though, because I want to make sure I don't see them. So, all right, yeah, you put them right over there. Just pull one up and then put them on the ground. So, all right, I'll go first. All right, so it says, I'm reading a book about anti-gravity. It's impossible to put down.
Okay.
No? Okay. Go. Your turn.
All right. No.
Don't laugh, man.
All right. What's orange and sounds like a parrot?
Orange and sounds like a parrot. What?
A carrot.
That was good. That was close. That was close. That was close. Why don't scientists trust atoms?
Atoms?
Yeah,
I don't know.
because they make up everything. No, y'all was there.
That's pretty good. All right, let's see. Well, I don't get some of these, but let's see. Oh, okay. Did you hear about the restaurant on the moon?
Restaurant on the moon.
Yeah.
No.
They have great food, but no atmosphere. That's all right. Yeah.
That was not bad.
Yeah.
That was not bad.
Kind of like that.
All right, we'll go with space. I got one for you.
All right.
How do you organize a space party?
No. Space party.
Yeah.
You can't. I don't know.
You plan it.
You plan it?
Plan it.
Oh my God. Yeah, you got me there, bro. You got me on that one. I didn't get it at first, but then all right. Man. Jeez, I need to find a good
Oh shit! All right, go ahead.
Okay. So my wife said I was immature. So
Yeah.
I told her to get out of my fort.
Ain't nothing wrong with having a fort. I got a man cave. So good.
This sounds like something I would do actually.
Yeah. That's hey, we're in the man cave right now.
I can't stop laughing.
Yeah.
These are good.
Okay. Now here's this one.
All right.
Did you hear about the mathematician who's afraid of negative numbers?
No.
He will stop at nothing to avoid them. You get that one?
I don't get it.
I kind of get that one a little bit. It's not funny, but I get it.
Oh.
All right.
I ordered a chicken and an egg from Amazon.
Okay.
I'll let you know.
You ordered a chicken and an egg from Amazon, and you'll let me know?
Yeah.
For Amazon, I'll let you know.
I don't get it.
What the?
I ordered a chicken and an egg from Amazon. I'll let you know.
I don't get that one.
No. Chicken and an egg.
Why did Joe Biden fall over on the bicycle?
Just Joe Biden, bro. Just thinking about that guy, bro. It makes me laugh. Why did Joe Biden fall on the bicycle?
Yeah.
Wasn't there a video about that?
Yeah, it was real.
Oh, snap. Okay.
Because he was too tired.
Man. Oh, it's a bicycle.
The bicycle was two tires.
Man, that's a good one. Jeez, poor Biden.
Oh, that's
His ears are probably ringing every night.
oh.
What's going on? Oh,
Everyone's talking about me.
oh, Biden. Jeez. All right. What do you call a pudgy psychic?
What?
A fortune teller. These are horrible. I mean, they're kind of funny. You know, I don't know.
They're dumb enough to laugh at it.
Yeah.
They're so dumb to laugh at it. Okay. I got one. Why did the Scarecrow win an award? Because he was outstanding in his field.
Jeez. That's good. Outstanding.
In his
field, okay. That's a good one.
That was a good one, yeah.
All right. How do you get a country girl's attention? My bad.
How do you get a country girl's attention?
Yeah.
Cornbread.
A tractor. I kind of almost gave it up when I said, yeah, a tractor.
Attract her.
Yeah.
But it's a tractor. Oh, my God.
Yeah. John Deere, man.
That was a good one.
Yeah,
That's
pretty
a
good.
one.
Save this one.
Yeah, you guys save that one for later. Oh, my God. I think we're in sync because I got my number 8, dude, is a farm joke, too.
Oh, snap.
Damn, that's crazy.
That's cool.
Why don't we ever tell secrets on a farm? Because the potatoes have eyes, the corn has ears, and the beans stalk.
Stock?
The beans talk.
What?
Beanstalk?
Beanstalk.
A beanstalk. But it's saying beans talk.
Oh. The beanstalk.
Because of the beans talk.
Yeah, some of these jokes I might not get. All right. Yeah, so I hate my job.
Tripping on that tractor window. I'm in it.
A tractor.
That one was
That was pretty good.
That one was really fun.
This one's pretty good. It's like, I hate my job. All I do is crush cans all day. It's so depressing. Soda depressing. It's so depressing. My bad.
So depressing.
I screwed it up. Yeah, I hate my job. All I do is crush cans all day.
It's so depressing.
It's so depressing.
It's soda. Speaking of soda.
Yeah.
This one's short, but it's pretty funny, but it doesn't really work for me. It's like, I used to have facial hair, but then it grew on me.
Wait, what? I used to have what? I used to have facial hair,
facial hair, but then it grew on me.
What? That one's complicated. I don't get it. I mean, I get it, but then I don't.
Oh, man.
All right. All right. Did you know your pupils are the last part of the stop working when you die?
What?
They dilate. Did you know your pupils are the last part of... Did you know your pupils are the last part to stop working when you die? They dilate. Oh, they dilate.
They dilate.
Man. Okay.
Man, you're having good ones. They dilate.
They dilate, yeah.
Dilate.
Wow.
Oh, man, that was pretty good.
Can't pronounce it.
That was actually really good. Did you hear about the circus fire?
No.
It was intense.
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 All right. Okay. All right. I don't think I get this one, but you like Marvel? Yeah.
Yeah, I like Marvel, yeah. Obviously.
It's like, I don't get why Marvel doesn't use the Hulk to advertise more. He's basically one big banner.
That's pretty good. Bruce Banner.
Oh, okay.
Bruce Banner.
Banner.
You didn't get it? I got it. Luckily, I got it. I'm glad you told me that joke.
Well,
I get it. Bruce Banner, the Hulk.
Bruce Banner.
Yeah, he's basically one big banner. And because he's big,
Yeah.
Bruce Banner, that's pretty good.
That's cool.
Oh, my God. This one's really corny.
I got pretty much corny.
Can you February, March? No, but April, May.
Okay.
Dude, that one was corny.
Yeah. I only seem to get sick on weekends. I must have a weekend immune system.
I must have a weekend immune system. Weekend.
Yeah.
I get it.
Nah, that one's alright.
Why don't eggs tell jokes?
Because they're
They might crack up.
Oh. I thought it was gonna be like some excuse or some
excuse. That's actually good. Excuse, because they always have an excuse.
Yeah, they
could use that one.
use so many words with the word egg in it.
That's a pretty good one.
All right. Of all the inventions of the last 100 years, the dry erase board has to be the most remarkable. Well, now what now?
Go ahead.
Oh no,
Was that it?
yeah, I get that one sucks. No, I don't. Yeah. What did it say? Yeah, of all the inventions of the last 100 years, the dry erase board has to be the most remarkable. Yeah, that one sucked. There's a cat joke right here.
Okay, give me that one.
Dad, can you put the cat out? Dad says, I didn't know it was on fire.
Can you put the cat out? Oh, outside.
Oh, I didn't know it was on fire.
I didn't know it was on fire. That's pretty good. Here's one. Why did the coffee file a police report?
The coffee?
Coffee. Because it got mugged.
That's cheesy. All right.
Oh, man.
Okay, so I was playing chess with my friend, and he said, let's make this interesting. So we stopped playing chess. I don't know. I'm not into chess, I guess. Some people are into chess, but some people get bored, I guess. I don't know. Yeah.
I'm going to read you something, okay?
Cool.
This right here is segment's called The Guy Told Me I Was Unattractive When Naked. All right. So I went on a few dates with a guy, and eventually we slept together, and he stayed the night. He spent the next morning talking and complaining about a previous ex that broke up with him 3 years ago, and also went through a lot of trauma of dumping. So I kind of knew this guy was not really for me, and I assume he felt the same because he said something along those lines. So a few days later, I text him and just reassured that I don't want a relationship. But if he ever needs someone to talk to, he can message me. I was thinking of all the things he was talking about, and he seemed to be stressed and genuinely offering my sympathetic ear. He responds with, yeah, I don't want to sleep with you. I don't find you physically attractive. You wear cute clothes on, having lights off helped, but I struggled even getting hard. I feel like this is probably the meanest thing he could have ever said to any woman. I do understand that he was just probably being dead honest, and I understand that he was probably just being, okay, she reiterated. I exercise, eat healthy, and most men comment that I have a nice body, but I honestly don't know how to feel about this. You ever had that? You ever had that problem?
I don't know. Can't think of it. No, not really. I don't think so.
Oh man. I've never had that problem.
No.
Nothing like, oh, you know what? I told my wife about this one time. Okay. So there was this chick, right? Nice chick, sweet chick. Getting everything going. And my wife knows about this story too. I told her this story, so I ain't gonna even get in trouble. So we're like about to do the deed, right? And she's on her back, laying on the bed. And like, I'm kind of undressing myself, you know? And I go to kind of like get on the bed, and, you know, she kind of opens up her legs. Bro.
What do they call it? There's a saying for that.
Her stuff was sticking to the side of her inner thigh. Like it moved with her.
Shit. Oh, damn. What you do is just like,
yo, I
see, that's why most, people prefer the lights out,
Yeah, I didn't like, okay.
Oh, shit.
First off, let me put it this way. First off, everyone knows like something's wrong with their body. No one is perfect. I ain't freaking perfect, right? Okay?
Yeah.
But at least tell me or
Hey, by the way.
Hey, by the way,
You know.
I don't know if you like girls like this or what, but I have this. I just letting you know. At least I wouldn't have gotten dude. When I tell you, bro.
Man, I hope she doesn't watch this shit.
Oh, dude, this was years ago. Oh, this was years ago, man. This was. I'm 38 now. This was. Oh, dude, yeah, I was like 17, 18.
Damn.
Oh yeah, it was a while ago. Well, no, it was after that. Honestly, I can't remember.
Man, I got some crazy stories.
I don't know. I can't remember. Let's hear it, man. I want to hear some. This is funny. I'm listening. I'm all ears. I'm listening.
No. Maybe on a different one, different podcast. But yeah.
Oh my God. Why did the tomato turn red?
Because it was. I don't know.
Because it saw the salad dressing.
Oh man. That was good. The salad dressing. Oh man. So I don't really call for funerals that start before noon. I guess I'm not a morning person.
Oh my God. No.
Damn.
Oh my God. Hold on. I'm going to search on Reddit real quick. There's, oh man.
Oh, this one's good. I've actually heard this one before. So
Let me see something on Reddit real quick.
I don't get how like some people actually can't remember like a bunch of jokes. I have friends that actually just throw in joke. I can't remember just one joke. I'll forget it the next day. But
So, all right. What is the worst sexual experience you've ever had?
oof. Okay. Let me see. Let me think. Well, it's probably when I lost my virginity. It was horrible.
I think every guy's first time is terrible.
Oh, jeez.
For women, it's not that bad because they just lay there.
Yeah.
But for guys, dude, it's like I have not met one dude that had a good virgin experience. I
think I was just pretty young, and I just, when you're, I guess high school, middle school, I can't remember. And I just wanted to get it over with. You know what I mean? Like, and it just happened.
Middle school?
No, I think it was in high school. I think it was like freshman high school, something like that. But yeah, no, everybody thinks it's all special and, butterflies or whatever. Nah, man, it was just happening. And it was like, well, that was it.
I didn't know that shit.
Man.
All right, so this girl says, I had a guy take my CLIT between the gap of his teeth and then violently shook his head like I was a dog chew.
Jeez. God. I'm trying to think of it.
It's the gap in the teeth for me. Oh my God.
All right, this one's good. So I asked my date to meet me at the gym, but she never showed up. I guess the two of us are not going to work out. Yeah,
that was a good one.
Like this one.
That one was pretty good. Yeah.
And I've heard this one before.
That was pretty good. Okay. I was actively involved in mine. I woke up from a whiskey nap at a party to find a guy being intimate with a girl there next to me. He kept saying, "You're so tight," over and over and over. As I get up to give them privacy, the female uses the opportunity to hop on and ask for a ride home. Turns out, she had her jeans on during the whole ordeal. Homeboy must have been effing a pocket or something.
Oh, what the? Jeez. I think they call that dry humping or something?
Dry humping. Yeah, dry humping. Oh,
this was like, hey,
God.
No, dude.
Oh, my God. That's terrible.
Man. Have you heard about those new corduroy? I don't know how to pronounce that word.
Cordoba?
Corduroy pillows? Corduroy pillows. They're making headlines.
Oh. I don't get that one.
I guess like sometimes, when you sleep kind of awkward on your pillow and then you wake up with like a mark on like a red mark where you take a nap, you know? Most of the time you take naps, you just like pass out on the couch and like you wake up and it's like, oh man, I gotta go do stuff, and you go to the store and then you got this red mark on your
face. Make the corduroy. Yeah.
That's funny.
In high school, I gave my boyfriend a handy, and afterwards he locked himself in the bathroom and cried. Eventually entered priesthood.
What? I didn't get that one.
I don't.
Locked himself in the locker after that?
Yeah. All right. Here's another. Girlfriend and I were 20-somethings when we stayed at her parents' house. Got going into her bedroom when her younger teenage brother, who's autistic, knocks at the door. Mom told me to come get you for dinner. We told him to wait for a bit, but alas, I'm still inside her when he immediately opens the door. He repeats, Mom told me to come get you for dinner. He keeps standing in the doorway just staring at us, both naked and struggling for covers on her bed. My girlfriend tells him that we'll be right there. Yeah, but you need to come down now, her brother said. We explained to him that, dude, we're naked and you barged in unexpected, not a good time. We're getting dressed while you're in here. Her parents took away the keys for the locks in her house because he had a tendency to lock himself in. Nonetheless, we thankfully got the key to the bedroom that day. Jeez. Oh my God.
Oh God.
No way.
I don't get this one. Maybe you'll get this one. So what do you call a donkey with only 3 legs?
A donkey with only 3 legs.
Yeah.
What?
A wonky.
A wonky?
I don't know. What's a wonk? I don't get
wonky.
I
gotta have to look that up.
Donkey with 3 legs.
I don't know. A wonky. I have no idea what that is.
No.
Don't know.
Yeah. If anybody knows.
Yeah. Yeah. If anyone knows what that is.
Shit. I don't understand.
Okay, so this one is, what was your worst interview experience? Interviewed for a florist as a teenager. I'm quite small, and so the owner kept telling me I'd struggle lifting the buckets filled with water and flowers. He then gave me a tour and showed me the storeroom, told me to pick up the bucket to get an idea how heavy it was. Since he had kept going on about it, I severely overestimated how heavy the bucket would be and basically flung it above my head and drenched us both in icy water and flowers. And I didn't get the job.
Nice. All right, so 2 goldfish are in a tank. One says to the other, do you know how to drive this thing? 2 goldfish are in a tank.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the goldfish says, like, do you know how to drive this thing? Like,
oh, a tank.
This tank. That one's cool.
Oh, man, it took me a little bit to get that one, but I got it. I got it. So I interviewed at Domino's when I was in high school. Went in and they said we'd do the interview at the picnic table behind the store. So we go out, and as we started, everyone else working there just came back and stood around watching the interview. 0 pizzas attended to. Was definitely weird interviewing with an audience. So to bring it all back, no, I didn't get the job. I ended up working at the Arby's across the street after 4 normal interviews. Could you imagine like being interviewed and then like the entire crowd is just there like looking at you like this motherfucker's gonna be the next one at working here? We should tell him to back off.
Jeez. I don't get this one. So not to brag, but I made 6 figures last year. I was also named worst employee at the toy factory.
6 figures. I made 6 figures last year.
Oh, yeah, I get it.
Oh, it's 6 figures.
Figures, I guess, like toys.
Toy figures.
Not to brag, but I made 6 figures last year. Yeah.
Oh, man. That's good. That one was good.
Yeah.
That was really, really good. Let me see. Oh, here we go.
I think they're...
So this one is, what's your worst experience of post-nut clarity? This lady says, the best/worst example I can think of is the one time my boyfriend decided he'd finish inside of me with no condom or birth control. I remember him sitting in the edge of the bed and his head in his back of his hands like, I'm so dumb. Why did I do that? She was due 3 months later.
Damn. So do you know the last thing my grandfather said to me before he kicked the bucket?
Oh, Jesus, what?
Grandson, watch how far I could kick this bucket. Okay.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I don't have any, but I just have like 2. The pickup lines, like, they're pretty funny.
Okay.
Whoa! You got a ghost.
Yo, did you see that? My hat just flew off.
I thought it was something smaller. What the hell?
No. My hat was right here, and that shit just flew off, dude.
Bruh. You guys got
Did you see that?
Yeah.
You saw that, right?
You got it on video?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Dude,
Spooky.
I'm like this. My hat just flew off.
Bro, I thought I know something for
bro. No, the hat was right here. I caught that, dude, on video. I'm gonna look.
What?
My hat was right here, bro.
Bruh.
Nothing just hit me.
Yeah. I thought something fell from up there.
It was right here. Oh, dude, what are you bringing over here, Mike?
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
What did I think?
Padre, Hijo, Espíritu Santo.
Oh, my God.
Yo. Okay. Since we record, I'll pick up right there.
Okay.
Dude, okay. I was just telling the true story. You can ask my wife. Look, I got goosebumps.
Bruh.
I shit, bro.
Damn.
I got goosebumps.
That was weird, bro.
I was just telling my wife. I said, babe, I put everything together in here. I'm waking up in the morning. I'm opening my doors. My little monito right there, that one is on the floor. My hat is on the floor. And she was like, what? I said, yeah.
There's like no hard wind or nothing.
No, dude, nothing. We caught that on camera, dude. I'm gonna film that back and see. Jeez, what the heck that was. I wouldn't even do nothing, bro. I was just like this. Like, even if I go back, nothing. Man. Caught that on camera. In 4K.
In 4K.
4K.
Oh, shit.
Oh, my God, dude. That was crazy, dude. And, like, this little one right here, this was...
I thought that something had fallen up from, like, up all the way up there. That was a hat.
Nope, my hat was right there.
Yeah, we were just chilling, and all of a sudden, just crook. I'm like,
dude,
what?
No, that, like, hit me in the back. Like, it, like, boom. Like, it hit me. Bruh.
You got no tricks or something?
I swear to God, bro, you can check it. Ain't nothing on
I don't want to touch it.
Yo.
No.
Ain't nothing on there. Ain't no strings, no strings attached. I ain't effing with you, bro. Look, ain't nothing there, bro. Straight hat.
That's crazy, man.
Straight hat. And that hit me pretty hard, dude.
Damn.
Like,
yeah,
like
I heard
this.
that dude was like...
That's how hard it hit in the back.
What
I was like,
the
what the heck?
It's Deadpool, bro.
Yo, he's mad. He's like,
hey, man.
Take me
Y'all
out.
talking about Hulk, but not me, bro.
And look, let me see something.
Yeah, no, dude.
Nothing, bro. Oh, my God. I'm going to have to end this one. No, I'm playing.
It's up to you, man. I'm kind of spooked myself.
Oh, my God, dude. That scared me, dude. I don't even know what the heck that's about.
Yeah, that's weird.
Oh, my. I was trying to search for something to... I can't even do that now. Like,
yeah, bro, I'm
scared now, man. Man, like, let's get on that subject. Ghost stories since that.
Oh, man. Oh, man, I got a few.
I know you got some. Every Mexican has some ghost stories, bro. Got the La Llorona.
What are they calling it in English? I'm not
Crying woman.
Like crying woman?
Crying woman.
They made a movie out of it, no? Well, I think they call it La Llorona.
La Llorona. Yeah. Tell me
that.
I dim the lights.
Man, I got to drive home in the dark. Man, this turns... All right.
Now we're on ghost talk.
She went from like Jokes, ghost stories.
Straight up ghost stories, man.
Goosebumps.
You can go first. I got one too. I want to hear yours though.
Yeah. Okay. There was one time, I might have to send up to. Well, no, I'll just explain it. When I was a kid, me and my sister, we used to share rooms. Like we had twin beds. She would sleep on one side of the room, and then I would sleep on the other side. And oh man, jeez. So one time she woke up screaming, like I'm talking about, like I'm top of her lungs, just yelling, and that woke me up.
That's in Mexico?
I think we're living in El Paso.
Oh, okay. That's a spooky town as it is.
Yeah. So she wakes me up, and I wake up, and I'm looking at the ceiling, and I look over to my sister, and she's yelling like, "Rah!" It's like if she had a nightmare or something. So I let me, I'm a kid. I'm like scared the shit out of me. I'm like,
oh
damn.
yeah.
So I look in front of me, and you know how like people say, or you know how like kids can see stuff that adults can't.
Oh,
something like
sure.
that. Oh, I was pretty young. I think I was like 6 or whatever. I look in front of me, and I see this figure of a man, like a grayish shadow. Have you ever played Killer Instinct?
Oh hell yeah.
Okay, Cinder?
Oh, Cinder. Yeah. The guy with the.
No, that's Glacius.
Is that Glacius?
Cinder is the one that kind of forms into a fireball and then will fade out.
Oh yeah.
It's just a body.
Yeah.
So I saw that in front of me.
What the?
This is before Killer Instinct. I didn't even have it in my, but
Yeah.
it was just a man, shadow figure, and oh man. So this shadow figure was in front of our beds, just like kind of freaking out. I was like, where do I go? Where do I go? And I'm looking at this. I'm staring at my sister yelling. My parents are about to walk into the room.
So she saw it too.
No, she didn't see it. I saw it.
Oh, you saw, but she was just screaming because maybe she felt the presence.
She had a bad dream.
Oh,
That shit woke me up, and then I look in front of the room and I see the shadow figure person.
Oh shit.
And the person's like, where do I go? Where do I go? So this figure goes in front of my sister's bed and then jumps over her and then kind of just disappears on towards her. And then that's when my parents walk in. What's going on? What's going on? And then my sister's like, oh my God, I had a bad dream and shit. And then I'm sitting there like, what the fuck did I just see? Like,
Oh
what?
hell no.
Man, that, yeah. And like, man, I was 6. It's still in my head. I never forget that.
Oh my God, dude.
That was scary, dude.
Jesus Christ. What the?
Not again.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
It's like a crack, dude. Man. All right. Okay, so I got one.
All right.
Okay. So I don't want to name any names, but one of my cousins, she was really into that yin yang, like witch, like bad witch stuff.
Yeah.
Not like good witch stuff, but like bad witch stuff, right? When we were younger. Me and my mom, we had moved in with my aunt, but it was her daughter that was into all that crap, and her house was pretty big, and I stayed in this, like, those older houses that have like 2 living rooms.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have the main living room, but then you have like that no one sits in.
It's just fancy.
You're right. Okay, so I was sleeping in that room on the fold out little mattress thing.
For some reason, those type of living rooms kind of give me the creeps. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, I was definitely freaked out. Okay.
Yeah.
So anyways, it was like my second night there. And I was telling my mom, I was like, Mom, I keep hearing things in the living room. Like I hear people.
Yeah.
And she was like, what? I said, yeah.
Jeez.
And from where that little bitty living room where I was at to the actual living room, you had like these doors like this that slide open. You know what I mean? And on the inside where I was at, you can slide them and then you can lock them.
Yeah.
Okay. So like when I would hear these people, and I think I was like 6 at the time, I was like 6 or 7.
About the same time. What?
Yeah. So I was like 6 or 7, and I would tell my mom, I was like, I hear people in there. And she was like, nah, mijo, you're just, I'm like, okay, whatever. Well, this other night, I was hearing almost like a party. Like people were in there. I was like, what the heck? So in where I was staying at, you could actually go through into the kitchen and kind of go around to see the living room, right? And so I opened up the door real slow in the kitchen, and then I kind of went up there. But as soon as I opened the door, you couldn't hear nothing. But then I went back into the living room where I was sleeping at, and you could hear everything in the living room. But when you walked into the kitchen, there was nothing there. Like you couldn't hear. It was like almost like a dimension between the doors. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's weird.
It's weird. Like if we're in here, and let's say like the corner of my wall over there, you could walk into the kitchen.
It's like a section.
Yeah, it was a section. It was like a little door. You could walk into the kitchen, right? And you could hear people like on this side of the door, and you could see people. But then whenever you open up that door over there and you look that way, there's nothing there.
That's weird.
It was like, it was like this. It was like a portal.
Yeah.
And I was just like, what the heck?
That's crazy.
So I kept telling my mom about it. And time went on, and it happened like once a week, right? All right, well, this is really where it gets crazy. So my cousin, she was, I think, around like 17 at this time, either 16, 17, something like that. She was, like I said, into that big yin-yang type thing, right? Well, she was telling me, she comes to me and she was like, hey, I know you're hearing things, and like my voice is cracking talking about it, bro. And this and that. And she goes,
She's like, my bad.
yeah, she goes,
Oh boy.
that's just my friends that I'm inviting. Pay no mind to them. And when you hear that as a little kid, you're thinking actual friends.
Yeah, people, but you don't see them. There's somebody there.
And yeah, there's no one there. So I was like, oh, okay. I was like, they were scaring me. And she goes, no. You don't have nothing to be scared of. She was like, I'm inviting them in because I'm learning from them. And I'm like, okay. And you're 6, you don't know. You're just like, oh, okay. You're learning from your friends and you don't want me to tattletale on you. Like, that's pretty much what it was. And so I was like, all right, fine. And the next night, it was one person, and you heard like thumps, like, dude. Oh, hell no, dude. I was like, what the hell? And I was like, oh, hell no. Like, what's going on? And dude, it was to the point where like the sounds were scaring me. It was just like a doom. Walker, because she had wooden floor in there, and it like sounded like hooves, like
damn,
like hooves on wooden floor, like a horse.
Yeah,
like without a horse without horseshoes.
mm-hmm.
Like doom. Yeah, that's what it sounded like. And I was like, man, something is just not right, dude. And then all of a sudden, the doors that I locked the doors right here, right?
Yeah,
they start going.
Oh hell no.
Like that, like shaking, bro.
Nah,
and I was like, oh my God. I like got up. I ran through the kitchen, bro, and I just, boo. I booked it to my mom where she was sleeping at in the other guest room. I booked it over there, man. I went in, I was crying. I was like, Mom, there's something out there. There's something out there. She's like, oh, what's going on? What's going on? And I told her, I was like, it sounds like something's out there. And like, she saw my face. I was pale. I'm going to do something again. Think about it, bro. And I was like, it's something there. It's something there. She's like, okay. And then she actually believed me because she saw my face. And she saw how scared I was.
Yeah.
Come to find out that next morning, she talked to my aunt, which is her sister.
Yeah.
And she was like, what the hell is going on here? What is, I don't want to say her name. I keep trying to say her name, but I don't want to. She was telling my aunt, like my cousin, like, what the hell is she doing? Like, Tony's been hearing these things for the past week in the living room, and now he came in here. And eventually we found out that she was doing witchcraft and Ouija boards, and that she was trying to learn how to open up like portals. And that's what I was seeing and hearing, was she was opening up these different portals to like different events, because it sounded like an old school, like 1920s party. Like you kind of heard, that's what, if you hear a 1920s party on a movie, like that's kind of what it sounded like. It didn't sound like, rap music playing. It was like
the kind of classic,
like a classical turntable, like, a record player.
People drinking.
Like people just drinking and chatting. Exactly.
I can picture it.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like. And eventually we got my mom and us, we finally got out of there. And then come to find out, whatever she invited in, and I think it was, the D word. And it ended up hurting her, clawing her back and stuff. And she told us this story that we were older. because I asked her about it. Now that we're older, I asked her, I said, hey, do you remember this? She goes, oh, yeah. I said, you need to tell me what the hell was going on that day. I was like, I was young, and dude, she told me everything. And she was saying, like, it got her, like, it kept stalking her at night, that it would sit right at the end of her doorway in her mom's room and just, like, breathe. Like, she said, like a bull.
Jeez.
And I was like, what the? She goes, yeah. She was like, eventually I couldn't sleep on my own. You know, I thought it was cool, this and that. She goes, and it was coming for me. And it kept saying these things, and it scarred me up. And, like, she was showing me, like, these marks on her back to where it, like, when she was sleeping, that she said it, like, grabbed her on the back and was, like, clawing her. And she has, like, these marks on her back, like, physical marks now. I was like, oh, hell no, bro. People, they don't believe none of that, dude. You know, they don't believe anything like that. And people are like, what? You know, what's going on?
That's nuts.
Scary stuff, dude. I was like, hell no, dude. But she finally told me, like, she told me like 10 years ago. I was like 26 or something like that, and we were all drinking out, and, you know, we were tipsy.
Remember that one time?
Yeah, I said, hey, I got a bone to pick with you. You remember whenever I was little and this happened? Like, what the hell was going on over here, man?
People think kids don't remember, man.
Oh, I remember that.
I remember a lot of things, you know, crazy things, shit. Yeah,
dude, yeah, my wife has stories like that too. But
yeah, Mexico too. Like, living in Mexico was kind of crazy too,
dude. Yeah.
I mean, my childhood in, like, Mexico was actually pretty fun. Like, cause, you know, it's not like, you know, it was nothing like how it is nowadays here. You know, it's totally different. I would just go out and walk around everywhere. You know, I would just go miles by myself with my friends. You know, parents didn't have to worry about anything. But nowadays, you know, it's changed a lot. I have another story. I remember one time, I think I was in high school. Yeah, I was in high school. And this is back in Presidio, where my mom lives now, actually. My sister used to live in Lajitas, which is, I think, like an hour away from Presidio. And it's this really small town. Population's like, everybody knew each other. It's like a super small town.
Mm-hmm.
So it was my nephew's birthday, my sister's oldest son. And so me and my friend from high school, we ended up going to you know, for their party or whatever. And we had planned to go back to Mexico to go party and stuff. You know, you're young and like, ah, man, so we'll just go to my sister's, you know, have some fun there, and then, you know, go back to Ojinaga, which is, like, you know, Mexico side of Presidio, border town. On our way back to Presidio, the road is like pitch black, nothing but canyons. You know, there's a river right on the side. You know, hills, turns. You know, the road's pretty crazy. So I was driving. My friend was on, you know, passenger seat. It was just me and him. You know, we're cruising. I think he was kind of laying his head on the door. You know, I guess he was taking a nap, and I was just kind of jamming out. I was driving, and I mean, this road is pretty crazy, boring, whatever. As I'm driving, I feel like this presence, and I felt like somebody was, like, following us, and I kind of, like, kept looking at my rearview mirrors, and for a minute, I saw this, like, bright orange light kind of following us. And you know how you go on the turns and the mountains, it kind of, like, it kept following us. I was like, why is it? I thought it was like a city light or something. I'm like, there's nothing out here. Why do I keep seeing?
It was one light.
Yeah, it's like an orange glow, which is that was kind of following us,
bro.
And I was like, what the hell? So at some point, I was so focused on that light that I just glued myself to that light. And as I'm driving, so I'm driving in this hill for like 2 minutes straight, just boom, focus on the light, not even looking at the road. And I don't know how we didn't fucking end up, like, you know, getting off road and wrecking or whatever. So I'm driving and I'm, like, just hypnotized on this light, and I feel this presence. I was like, what the hell? And then finally, after like 2 minutes, I kind of snap out of it, like, oh shit, I'm driving. Like, what just happened? Like, why didn't I wreck? Because I was just staring at this light for like 2 minutes, and I'm like, oh, and I got the chills, and I was just like, what the hell? And so I look at my friend, and he's asleep. And I'm like, I thought he was asleep, and I'm like, I turned on the music, and I'm like, hey, bro, it's like, wake up. And he's like, what? And it was like, bro, I was like, the craziest thing just happened to me, man. And he's like, well, you felt that too? And I'm like,
Oh.
No, shut up. No, and this is his words before I told him anything. He's like, yeah, I felt someone was in the backseat with us and that you weren't here. I'm like,
no hell.
No, dude. I pulled over and dude, we started, bro, we're all scared. And then we're like, because we're in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like, and then this shit happens. And he felt that too.
Man.
And I'm like, bro, like, I don't know how I didn't wreck because I was hypnotized. Like, I didn't feel like I was here and somebody else kind of taking over my body or something. I don't know. And I was like, what the fuck? And bro, me and him,
oh my God,
just going like super slow, like 50 miles an hour until we got to his mom's house, and we told her about it, and she's like, oh, mijo, again, like she started praying for us. I'm like, bro, that is some scary shit.
Oh my,
I was like,
God,
no, yeah, it's crazy because yeah, no, that was just, you know.
Oh my gosh, man. I have, all right, so I have one too. And you can ask my wife about this because she was with me. So I get out of the Marine Corps in 2008, right? Moved back in with my mom over in Plano, right there off of Spring Creek Parkway.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're living in these apartments, right? And it's a 3-bedroom. Yeah. I got plenty of lights in here, man. If they all go off, we're calling it a night. Done, bro.
Going under the table.
Yeah, we're done. I'm out. I am out, dude. No, just wait. But so there was always like we lived in this apartment. It was a 3-bedroom apartment. My sister and her husband, they lived upstairs in the 2nd bedroom, and I lived in when I moved in, I went into the office room, which was really small, but it was just me. I didn't really have much out of the Marine Corps or whatever, right? And so my nephew, Isaiah, he was a baby. He was like a year and a half at the time. He was always crying at night for some reason. And he never cried, but like middle of the night, he would wake up yelling. And we're like, man, what the heck is going on, you know? So over the next couple of weeks, my sister's husband, he was always complaining that there was someone pulling his legs in the middle of the night. And he thought it was my sister. And so she was like, no, it's not me. So they saved up, they got their own place. Like, he was tired of it. He was like, no, there's something here, we're out. He was Mexicano too, from Mexico.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, we're out. And my mom, you know, she was like, I don't think so, you know, whatever. And so they moved out of that room. I moved in that room. And then I got all of my stuff out of storage and I put it in the other room. Right? And I put my bed in there, everything like that. Dude, all right. Ask my wife right now, dude. She was a part of it. She remembers it. So, first thing that happened was I was going to sleep, and I was there for like 2 or 3 weeks before anything ever happened. Like, I slept there. My mom would ask me, like, hey, is there anything going on? It's like, nah, I don't feel nothing. There's nothing there. Like, not yet. So then, almost like a couple of weeks passed, and next thing I know, the bathroom is like right across the hall from where I'm at. Like, literally, like, you open the door, the bathroom's straight ahead. It was a small little hallway, very small. I start hearing like my toothbrush kind of moving around. I hear like my toothpaste, and you know, a lot of Mexicano moms, they have like that porcelain toothbrush holder that has like 4 holes.
Yeah.
And you just put your toothbrush in there. Okay. And whenever you move your toothbrush, you hear it clinking around. Clink, 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 right? Okay. That's what I was hearing at night. And I said, ain't no fucking way, bro. I text my sister at the time. I said, bro, I think it's something is here. Because I thought maybe something was following like her husband or something, you know, because nothing happened for a while. And so she was like, yeah, she texted me back. I told you. I was like, oh shit, okay. Next night, I hear like walking back and forth from the room. I had the door closed, but from the room, from my beginning of my room outside that door to the other room across the hall, I heard like walking back and forth. I was like, bro, there ain't no way. I was like, as long as he don't mess with me, I'm good. Just stay in there. Because obviously he didn't come in the room when my door was closed. So, you know, I was out with a couple of Marine buddies and, you know, kind of tipsy. Came back home, forgot to shut my door, and I kind of went to bed. And
Oh man.
okay, look, bro, I'm getting into this, bro. I'm about to tell you a story right now.
When you're tipsy, right? Don't think about it.
Yeah.
I just want to go home. Man.
Yeah. All right,
Man, I bet he's sobered up like,
dude. So I went to sleep, and I just on the bed crashed out, and I sleep on my right side. I've slept on my right side since I was little, whatever. So I always sleep on if you're looking at the bed, the left side of the bed.
okay.
Right? Because I sleep on my right side, so I sleep facing the end of the bed. I woke up to this snoring, grown man snore. I was like, I thought I was dreaming. And I'm just kind of sitting there like, what the hell is that? What the fuck is that, man? I'm just kind of like sitting there, and I kind of like go like this, and I look over, grab my phone, and look at it, and it was like 2:30. I was like, damn, I barely got home. I got home at like 1 or something. I went to bed, and I hear this grown man snore like, did you do this? Like, and I finally wake up, like I get myself together. I was like, ain't no way, dude. I said, ain't no way there's a ghost man snoring in my freaking bed, bro. I said, ain't no way, bro. And I just kind of sat there, and I kind of turned my head like this.
Oh, no.
And I don't see anything, but I hear him.
Yeah.
I hear him dead, bro, as if I'm here snoring in your ear. Like, this is how close I could hear the guy snoring. And I was like, I'm just going to go to sleep. And eventually I fall back to sleep, wake up in the morning, nothing. I told my sister, I was like, hey, did you ever have this experience? Like, whatever. She's like, no, that's never happened. Luis always just complained about his feet being tugged. I was like, okay.
Man.
So then, Cassidy comes over.
Spirit with foot fitting.
Yeah, Cassie comes over, and I was telling her about all this stuff that was happening, and she was like, oh, okay. So she was taking a shower. She was doing something or whatever, but she was taking a shower. I was in the room, and she like comes flying out of the shower, like with a towel, and just like, babe. I'm like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah.
She was like, did you just open the curtain and rub my back? I was like, no.
What the
I was like, I was in here. Like, I was sitting, I think I was playing like Xbox or something, like 360. I think I was playing some 360. Ask her, bro, after this. Ask her about this shit. And I was like, nah. She was like, she goes, I was washing my hair. I had shampoo in my face.
Close your eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, I've always, you ever felt that when you're like in a strange place, you don't want to close your eyes to wash your hair.
Yeah.
You don't feel that. Oh man, fuck.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And she said she was washing her hair, and she had her eyes closed. She was rinsing it, and that she like felt something. She felt like grasping her leg, and she was like, babe, stop. I'm taking a shower. Like, she thought it was me, and then she rinsed out her hair, and she felt it again, and she was like, babe, stop. And she turned around, and the shower curtain is open, and she never heard the shower curtain even open.
Wow.
And then she said she just like turned the shower off, got out, she ran in the room, and she started telling me that. I was like, oh,
damn.
Hell no, bro.
I would have not showered for weeks, man.
All right. Fast forward, all these events were happening, so I'm going to make a long story short. Okay, I come home. I forgot when I came home from doing something, and it was just me. I walk up, I'm getting goosebumps again, bro. Look at that.
Yeah, I see that shit.
God damn. So I'm walking. I'm not lying, dude. I'm getting goosebumps just saying this story. I walk up the stairs, and I open my door. Oh my God, dude. Look. Oh shit. There is this old man sitting on my bed.
What?
Clear.
No.
I swear to Christ, I am not. I see this old man just sitting on my bed in these suspenders. He had this hat, old looking guy, and he's just looking at me, and I'm just like staring at him.
Bruh.
I could see straight through him, and he was a bluish white, almost like the lights, like that color on the lights that we have right here, like that. Like a bluish white looking, right?
See, mine was kind of like that, but grayish.
But gray?
Yeah. Kind of like a gray blue.
Yeah. And I just sat there, I looked at him, and dude, he looked right up at me. And I was like, I just stood there, and then I'm trying to speak.
Oh,
I am trying to say, leave, you are not welcome. Like, I was trying. Nothing was coming out of my throat, and I'm like,
you're just stuck.
like
kind of like
choking on ghost dick.
when he's probably saying this like this shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dude, that's what it sounded like. I'm trying to talk.
oh man,
I'm trying to talk like it just wouldn't come out, you know?
that's fucking nuts.
And eventually he gets up and he starts walking, and then he just fades.
Just man.
And I was like, oh, hell no. I run straight to the apartment complex manager. And I'm going to make this story really short. I tell them what happened over the course of all these weeks, everything like that. The lady turns pale white.
Oh man.
And I'm like, I look at her, I said, someone has complained about this, haven't they? And she goes, she just sat there spooked. She spooked as fuck. She spooked as fuck, bro. And I said, you need to tell me something, because this shit, I just saw this man.
Mm-hmm.
Who the fuck was this man?
Yeah.
And she goes, we've had complaints of your neighbors behind you of seeing a man walking in their hallway.
Oh hell no.
And she goes, what did he look like? And I told her, bro, all the blood came out of her face. She was weta, like white. I'm just white. Weta, dude. She just ghosts when I explain what he looks like, because they said the same explanation, bro. And so, long story short, like I was saying, I started investigating, and so did my wife. Like, who is this man? He has to be somebody. Has to be somebody. He has to live here or something. So we started looking into it. And you know the high school right there in Plano? It's called R.C. Clark on Spring Creek Parkway. Anyways, it's called R.C. Clark High School. So there was a man back in the 1800s. His name was R.C. Clark. And you know what the fucked up thing is? Me and my wife, we nicknamed this ghost. We named him Bob. We nicknamed him Bob. Guess what the R stood for? Robert.
What?
Honest to God, ask my wife when we leave this podcast, bro. We nicknamed the ghost Bob, bro, for the longest time. I'm like, oh, Bob's doing this, Bob's doing that. Just nickname for shits and gigs. Come to find out, that dude's name was Robert Clark. Shit, tell me that ain't fucked up shit. And so the lady, she found this picture of these three old men.
Oh man,
a real picture from the 1820s. And she called me, and she was like, hey, I need you to come down to do something real quick, like a lineup type thing. I was like, okay. So I went down to the office, and she was like, I need you. She did investigations too, so she knew who the man was. And she had this picture on the computer of these three men that were in like a farm uniform. And she goes, I need you to pick out which man you saw.
Yeah. No.
And I go, that one. Bro, she gets out of her chair, because that was Robert C. Clark.
Wow.
That was the man. It was him, it was his son, and then it was another older man that owned the land with him. But she knew which man was Robert C. Clark.
And the neighbors probably said the same.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And I said, that without hesitation, I go, that one. I didn't even have to look twice. I go, that dude right there. Bro, she was freaked. She started crying, bro. She was like, oh, man. Like, she didn't know what to do, dog. And, yeah. And so eventually what happened was my son's toys would go off at night. Like, all of his toys, his Spider-Man stuff, everything would always, the electronics would go off. He owned all that land before anybody.
Yeah.
He owned I think it was 600 acres out there in Plano. Where our apartment building was in that field, because it was like a big field kind of.
Yeah.
Where we were at, dude, that was his house. I found a picture of his house, like where it was built, and our apartment that had 4 apartments in there in one building, his house was right there. He had a 10-bedroom, pretty big mansion house back in the 1800s, and where it was located, we were by his master bedroom.
Oh, jeez.
That's why he was around there.
crazy.
His grandson, there was a lake that used to be behind there. His grandson ended up dying and drowning in that lake, which is why the toys would always go off. And then he ended up dying out of depression from his grandson because he was watching his grandson that day. It's all true story, bro. Look it up. Look at a true story. And he died of depression because he was farming, doing something. He wasn't watching his grandkid, and he ended up passing away in the lake, drowning, and he couldn't find his body. And so he was just wandering around, and so we slept at his like master bedroom was in that little area. Both of the apartment complexes, like it was right there.
That is nuts, man.
True story, dude. You can ask my wife after this. True fucking story.
That is crazy.
Yeah. And so after that, we told them, like, my mom was like, find us another, put us on the opposite side of the apartment complex. So we got off, we signed a different lease, and we moved to the opposite side. Never had any problems ever again.
Jeez. I wonder if people still live there, or if they're still having.
I don't want to find out. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care.
It's in the past. Just scrap it. Man.
I don't care, dude. Yeah.
I had and I have a few other ones. I have one time when I was younger too in Presidio, but I was pretty young, I think. When I was in my room asleep, and my room had a really weird window where it was like kind of just long, narrow like this, I guess, kind of like a rectangle, and for some reason, I woke up in the middle of the night. I think it's like 3 or 4 in the morning, and I could see kind of like the orange glow from the outside. I guess I don't know if it's the city lights or what. And I see the window. I'm just like in my bed, and I look over to the window, and I see these like little creatures, like I'm not gonna say like midgets, aliens. I don't know, like little creatures just peeking through the window, just kind of like
what the
and like what. Like, I was just like, what? But, like, it's funny because, like, I remember it.
How old were you?
I think it's, like, 5 or 6. So I'm looking at the window. I'm just staring at these creatures, like, what? I'm like, am I tripping? Am I dreaming? I don't know. I was a kid, so I didn't really pay much attention. I mean, I was paying attention to it, but I never really understood what it was. I just see little creatures, I don't know, just, walking back and forth, peeking in the window. I don't know if it was my imagination or whatever, but that's...
Like gnomes?
Kind of like gnomes.
Like gnomes. Mm-hmm. What? Oh man, what are those little small creatures that they have in Mexico? They filmed them in houses walking around, and they're little.
Well,
they're like
duendes.
Duendes, yeah. Duendes, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it was something like that.
Oh, they caught plenty of those on film, dude.
Oh,
those are real. Yeah.
And so like I was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I couldn't sleep after that.
Oh, no. Those are real, dude. There's plenty of footage of people capturing the duendes in their house.
And it's crazy because I would just see them walking back and forth to the window and just peeking inside, like all creeped out. I'm like, oh, man.
Yeah, they're trying to get in the house. Yeah, there's a famous one on YouTube. Yeah.
Just for like 2 seconds. I was like,
yo, there's some on YouTube, man, that people are filming, and you see duendes, just running across the fucking kitchen.
Yeah.
It's like, what the and it's like, bro, you can't fake that. Like, it.
Hey, you want a sandwich, bro?
Yeah. I'd be kicked that little mother. Fucking get the fuck out of my kitchen, bro. Like, what the hell's wrong with you?
I had another one in Presidio. I don't know, like all this stuff happens in that area. I don't know for what.
But Mexico has a lot of history in that shit.
And so this is by the border, the Rio Grande. So I don't know. Small town, Presidio. I remember this was when I was in high school. The same car that I had when I felt that presence, follow us or whatever. I was in that same car, and I remember I was a kid that used to burn CDs. I had dial-up internet, and I would just like stay up late and then listen to music or get on Napster or LimeWire. I don't know. I remember download all this music. It's just like maybe 15 songs that I let it download overnight, and then the next day I would just burn them into a CD. And I had a nice system in my car, so like I would burn CDs, and then I would sit in my car, just listen to the music, from my house, jam out. I'm talking about like an hour or two, just jam out. So, and by my house, there's this area where it's not like a park. They just have like 2 benches, but it's completely just flat. It's just like 2 benches, whatever. I was facing that. I'm jamming out. This is by, I guess, an hour and a half of me just sitting there jamming out. And I see this person in the middle of that field. And it was just kind of like it would get up and it would just lay down on the floor.
Oh, I don't know.
And then pat down the floor, and then it would just get up again, and then like kind of look around, and then like get down again and pat the floor.
What?
And then lay down, and then get up again. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what?
What?
And I'm like,
Just in a field?
yeah, it's like a little field, and there's like benches over there you can sit, I guess, or
Yeah.
it's like a kind of like empty field or whatever. But it was by my house, and I see it. I was like, oh hell no, this is some fucking crackhead or some weirdo. So I kind of just got angry.
Yeah.
And I was like, who's this weirdo doing this shit by my house? My first reaction was, I'm gonna go confront him. So, it's like, cause I don't want to, strip it around my house or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I turned my car on full fucking fast, turn the lights on, and then I see it come up, and it just kind of shook and like staring at me.
Skinwalker, bro.
And bro, I didn't lose my sight on this thing, or I don't know what the fuck, it's just a fucking dude, or I don't know, bro. I hauled ass, and by the time I got there, bro, it was gone, like, cause it kept getting up and down, and I'm like looking around, where the fuck is this dude? And I went around the neighborhood. Where's he on? Like, I was scared, but
Yeah.
I want to find out. It's like I don't, and I never found anything. I just saw this person.
Skinwalkers, man.
Get up and give, fuck, man. That was scary. Oh, man.
You see that guy on TikTok that he was doing, like, he had his bike, well, I'm sorry, his like his dirt bike going behind the forest and stuff like that. And he was hearing these screams. Yeah, I mean, have you heard skinwalkers? Like,
It sounds
what they are, who they are, whatever. So they're like, they can take like shape of different things.
kind of like shapeshifters.
Yeah, they're like shapeshifters. They can shape into like animals. I mean, a whole bunch of videos of. Also, there's this one guy I saw. And you can't even find the video. Like, they banned the video for some reason. Very freaky.
Yeah.
So this guy, he had his dog, and the dog was inside. And then he started video, and he's like, my dog is right here. He goes, there's a skinwalker outside trying to portray my dog to let him in. He goes downstairs to the window, and you can see it's like his dog,
But weird.
but weird looking. He turned the light on, and he's filming this thing. He goes, that is not my dog.
Yeah. He's trying to be my dog, but
He's trying to be his dog. Like, the fur was a little bit shorter than his dog's. The eyes were a little off. The snout wasn't as long. Like, if you look at the beginning of the video, his dog is looking up at the camera.
Yeah.
You can tell it's a dog.
Yeah, a normal dog.
A normal dog. He goes downstairs and videos this thing through a pane glass of his back door that slides open.
Shit.
And he turns the light on, bro. And it's like, that is not no fucking dog, bro. Like, and this thing is like sitting up on the glass like this.
He's not real.
Like, he's on those hind legs like this, just staring. Like, let me in. Bro, it's freaky. And then the other guy with the motorcycle, he goes down this path, and it looks like it's planned to, like, how can I say, like, to make people fall on vehicles. Like, trees are down, like, they look like it's a trap where he's going. And he kind of like goes over or whatever, and then he starts hearing this screaming, like this, from the distance. He's like, what the fuck is that? And he's like looking around. And then it gets closer, and he hears another scream. He's like, okay, that's not normal. And so he starts turning his bike around, and then he turns around like this, and he sees something in the bushes. And he's like, oh shit. And he starts trying to start his bike. It's not starting. He's like, of fucking course. And he's like, he's like starting his bike. And then he's like, fuck. And he goes like, wom. And it finally starts up. And he's like, he's just gone, bro. Like, and it's starting to scream. It's like, screaming. Oh, man. So one of the TikTok comments is, it responded to that video. It's like, I bet you won't go back there to see it again. So he goes back the next day, all the branches are, I mean, these were big, not big trees, but they were trees that were pretty, it takes a couple of people to move these things.
Yeah.
All moved out the way to the side of the road. And he goes back and he's like, why are the trees on the side of the road now? Like, you saw both trees that were blocking the road that looked like a trap. They're now on the side of the road. So he starts going farther. And this fool goes all the way until it's like starting to become dark. And then he starts hearing the bushes again. And he's like, oh, shit, here they come.
Again.
Yeah, and he's like, shit. And he starts his thing, or his dirt bike, and he's just booking it, dude. And then he's turning around, and you can hear the bushes, like, it's like something's chasing him.
Jeez.
I was like, man, like, you wouldn't catch me dead out that without my M4, bro. Like, if I'm going out there in the woods, my M4, and I'm packing.
Yep.
Packing 6 magazines, one already loaded up, locked, cocked, ready to rock.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to go out there and put on. Oh, dude, I'm going to chase you. Like, you're going to be scared of me, bro. You're going to hear me screaming. You're going to hear pop, 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 pop. Yeah. Oh, I'm playing with that shit, bro.
Your thing is probably someone sometimes like pranking people and like, or
you know, I did think about that.
Then they get like shot for real. I mean,
that's happened.
That's crazy.
And you know, I think that's kind of like where that Blair Witch is. I think people were actually pranking people that were going out there into the woods. I really think so. People were pranking people. Yeah, I mean, they say it's a true story or whatever, you know, blah, blah, but I really think like it was people pranking people out there, like people that lived there the whole life that knew the woods, and then they had and then they had visitors come, and I think that, you know, but I mean, I don't know. What do I know? Fuck.
Yeah, there's so much crazy shit in the world, man.
I don't know, man.
That's crazy.
But I think we'll go ahead and wrap this one up, homie.
Yep.
Yeah, we got to wrap this up, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and hope you enjoyed the ghost stories along with the dad jokes at first. It went from really happy down to like, yo, the fucking cap just hit me in the back, bro. Like, what the fuck? I'm going to do, you tell my wife that? I can't tell her, bro.
I can't wait to do it.
Oh, I want to see that footage right after this. We're going to do that. Anyways, bloop. Yeah. All right.
It sounds funny, but that shit was scary, bro.
It was scary.
It was just like silence and then doop. I'm like,
there's no way I can hit the hat.
No,
they know. I can't.
Honestly, I kind of like just. I think I was staring at something else, and I kind of peripheral. Just I thought I had seen something from up there fall down, like a small object. But I guess it was a hat. I'm like,
right there. So, but anyways, guys, thanks again. You can catch us on the next episode, Millennial Mind Podcast. So we'll be trying to do at least 2 episodes per week. You know, maybe here with Mike all the time. My other guy, Ron, he was here, then he leaves, and he's here, then he leaves. So. Anyways, but thanks for watching, guys. Catch you on the next one. Peace.